Today is without a doubt the most important day in Bitcoin's history, as the most influential innovator and businessman of our times has just not only thrown his personal weight and memery behind Bitcoin and of course Doge, but also the balance sheet of the most influential company in the world, bar none. What will happen now is a chain reaction of events that leads to a $100,000 Bitcoin, a $500,000 Bitcoin, and even $1 million Bitcoin. And I believe that the next asset up in line will even be Ethereum. If you're excited to hear how Elon Musk and Tesla have just effectively split the history of Bitcoin, this is a before and after moment, and what comes next will absolutely shock you. Go ahead, destroy that like button, and remember, as always, each and every comment on this video is entered to win your own hardware wallet. Now, of course, if you love crypto and you love gains, make sure you subscribe, because we're gonna be coming with some of the hottest altcoin picks and best early leads on the market, helping you get ahead of anyone else in the space. It's totally free. All you have to do is subscribe and put that bell notification on. If you don't have the bell on, you'll probably miss the content, so it's really critical that you put on that bell notification. With that said, just a little warning to the newbies, there are fake LEO trades in the comment section below. I will never comment and ask you to send me funds or contact me, give you my phone number, none of that. That's a scam, so make sure that you don't fall for it. Of course, just remember not to send anyone money on the internet. With that said, let's dive in. Yes, oh yes, we woke up to a sky-high green candle on Bitcoin, coming perfectly in sync with the news that Tesla has just put $1.5 billion of its cash reserves into Bitcoin. The truth is that you could have seen this coming for a few months now, as we've had a few cookie crumbs along the way. Now, I personally believe that it started right here. December 2020, when Michael Saylor, the absolute best spokesperson for institutional adoption of Bitcoin that the world has ever seen, decided to come at Elon and say, look, if you want to do your shareholders a $100 billion favor, convert the Tesla balance sheet from USD to BTC. Other firms on the S&P 500 would follow your lead, and in time it would grow to become a $1 trillion favor, meaning you could 10x the value of Bitcoin just by doing this. And of course, we see one of the first actually genuine responses from Elon Musk on Twitter ever in his history. We know he's a memer and a troll, but this is an authentic response. He says, are such large transactions even possible? And you can see that the curiosity is killing the cat now. And of course, this comes on a thread where he has posted this meme, which appears to be Jack Dorsey saying, me trying to live a normal life, Bitcoin. And of course, what we see here is that Elon Musk is curious, he's fascinated with it, and it seems like the time has finally caught up. Of course, we did get Bitcoin in his bio, as well as this tweet just a few weeks ago. In retrospect, it was inevitable, meaning that he probably bought Bitcoin and then pumped his own bags, but there's nothing wrong with that, right? The reality is that Bitcoin is a beautiful decentralized asset, and Elon Musk putting his weight behind it, more importantly, putting the weight of Tesla behind it, is a huge indication of what's to come. Now, it's important that you realize that the big vision for Tesla isn't just to completely disrupt the automobile sector, but of course the renewable energy sector. And what do we know about Bitcoin is that it uses a ton of energy to be mined. So having the cheaper renewable energy that comes in mass and can be stored in Tesla batteries and is a much cheaper alternative to essentially fossil fuels or other types of electricity would essentially allow Tesla to start mining Bitcoin and, I guess, kind of putting all the other miners out of business. This is an absolutely insane new angle to be viewing this as, because Tesla could become one of the biggest Bitcoin holders and participants in the Bitcoin market, period. And what that would mean is that essentially the most influential company has just gone full-fledged crypto. We all know what's happened with Tesla over the last few years, how influential they have been at completely restructuring the vehicle industry, earning their spot in the S&P 500, and I can only imagine what comes next. Now, if you're asking me, the complete logical next step here is having these major companies add Bitcoin to their balance sheets. If Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, or Google, any of them decide to add Bitcoin, which they absolutely will, because they'll start looking like utter fools when Bitcoin goes 10x and beyond, that'll mean that Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google would have missed the simple, passive, easy way to take their extreme amounts of USD reserves, which, by the way, are dwindling by the second with the amount of new cash being printed by the Federal Reserve each and every day, and that money printers only heating up. We will see one of these companies capitulate, and then it'll be a race to see not who's first, but who's last. And we will see a skyrocketing Bitcoin price, in my humble opinion, like the world has never seen before, leading way to a potential Bitcoin super cycle, which means this is where Bitcoin like I've been saying, could top $500,000 per coin. I do not believe that is unrealistic. And what did we have but another beautiful day in Ethereum land as CME futures go live today, and we've seen a nice, beautiful green day to start the day. I do believe that we're seeing a lot of strength in Ethereum, and we know that Ethereum actually kind of follows Bitcoin to a T, except it just does a little bit more gains. I'm very bullish on Ethereum. Despite the gas crisis going on, there's a lot of really interesting things happening under the hood, and everybody still wants to be on Ethereum. Despite the fact that there's a ton of opportunity with other chains, I still am a big believer in the Ethereum ecosystem. It's where everybody builds, it's where everybody wants to be. Again, the same issues have been levied against Bitcoin, and it's still the home of decentralized wealth. And so with this news, I believe that we'll see Bitcoin pump like crazy and bring Ethereum with it, and by extension, the entire altcoin market. So there you have it, possibly the most important news in Bitcoin's history, which is adoption by the most influential company as a reserve asset. This is the full realization of what Bitcoin seeks to achieve as an asset, and the ripple effects and the influential nature of Elon Musk and Tesla putting not only their weight and their memory behind the asset, but Tesla's balance sheet behind the asset is something that cannot be overstated. We're on the path to completely reforming the financial system with Bitcoin. And now that the most important and powerful companies will start holding it as an asset class, it almost guarantees that the regulatory climate will be sensitive and will be designed to be understanding and essentially not wreck this market, because now it's intertwined with the mainstream stonks like it's never been before. But best of all, what this means is that the altcoin season that we're going to see come next is going to not only melt faces, but I believe be the most powerful and disruptive and transformative of any altcoin season we've seen before. There is so much more money flowing around crypto than there has ever been in its history. And that means that there is a tremendous opportunity in the altcoins for you to learn how to get ahead, stay ahead of these altcoin trends, and I believe transform your life. It is not a meme at all. This has been the most magical last 10 months or so that we've ever seen in crypto land, and those who have remained optimistic and steadfast have gotten ahead and stayed ahead in a way that I don't believe is possible in any other industry. We're going to be bringing you the absolute best that this industry has to offer, and if you guys want to know which coins I believe have disruptive potential to do the 10x's, 20x's, 100x growth, then all you have to do is subscribe and put that bell notification on, and very soon I'm going to be dropping some gems all over you guys, because there's just so much opportunity flowing around in the space. With that said, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you got some value out of it, if you're excited about the transformative nature of what just happened with Tesla and how this is going to be part of the journey to $100,000, $500,000 and beyond, then go ahead, destroy that like button. And remember, as always, each and every comment on this video is entered to win your own hardware wallet. As always, if you guys want to follow me on Telegram or Twitter, the links for both of those are in the description. Make sure you're subscribed with that bell notification on, because you're not going to want to miss these upcoming gems we have for you. With that said, my name's Elio Trades. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon on the next episode.